Welcome to DoubleJump Podcast.
DoubleJump Podcast, woo.
Welcome. Hola, buenos dias.
Next time. What is it? Alright,
Phoenix.
what's the date?
Just
so we know.
2015.
What was that? I missed it.
5-9.
Is it midnight yet?
Okay.
It's like
It's,
11.
May 9th
40 minutes?
of 2015.
Oh yeah, so it's
11:20.
5-9,
11,
5-10.
okay, we don't have to go that in depth.
It's 11:20.
I-
Exactly 48 seconds, 49 seconds.
I
into
just
it.
wanted them to know what day we fucking recorded it. Jeez.
Hey, calm it down there.
Coming down 64.
Yeah, calm it down.
That was a good pun. Go sit in the corner, you son of a bitch. No, come back
My
here.
turn.
Come-
How to search up Dick Butt on his computer.
Nope.
No, no, no.
Oi, I will pee on your computer.
Alright.
There's some.
We wanted
Pee on
a
your computer.
topic.
It's not the first time it's been peed on.
Was that a thing?
Wow, what a topic! What a topic!
Alright,
Was
so,
that a thing we were gonna do?
what
New
was that?
topic: piss on electronics. Let's go from there.
Will it?
Fuck my
Yes.
dog.
Fuck
Okay.
you.
Hey, we should
We
start.
already did.
Hold on, we should start a YouTube channel instead of like will it blend or something. Just will it absorb my piss?
No. Will it stay?
A picture of my ex-girlfriend. Will it absorb my piss?
Oh, okay.
Jiggle,
Yeah, you get.
Okay, no, you take your camera out, you go to
Oh.
public, and you look at the dog, you're like, hey man, you want to be part of our TV show we're starting? Like, yeah, it was like, will it absorb? And they're like, okay. And you muffle piss. You're like, will it absorb? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. And so you're like, okay, will your dog absorb this? Hold like a bottle of like water. It's water. I want to see how well your dog absorbs it. And then like mid pouring it, you fucking whip your dick out and start pissing all
Like
over
all
it.
postal style, like.
Yeah, just like
Whip your
like,
dick out
what are you
and
doing?
piss it on
Oh, that's
everyone.
like absorb my piss.
It's the new show. Will it absorb my piss?
Okay,
It's a quirky little thing we do.
so topic for tonight is how shitty cartoons have gotten over the few years and how the animation is bumped up, but the storyline is shit. But
And I-
Oh, yeah, specifically like Family Guy. And
Out of
SpongeBob
10 rating system.
And no,
Animation's
no,
a 10. Story is a 5.
No
Next
rating
question.
systems. All right, no.
Alright,
No,
see you
no,
guys
no,
later.
no,
Bye.
no.
Next time on Double Jump.
We just destroyed that.
Alright.
Okay, well,
You wanted to start off, camera?
All right, so we were talking about this earlier, and we're like, screw, let's do this. So, we're talking about SpongeBob, how back in the day where the animation was kind of crap, but it had good storyline.
And actually funny jokes.
Like so good.
Like it started out just like they had good stories. It was never done before, so they actually had good storylines.
Did I open both
But
of
like
these?
how
think so.
Phoenix over here started talking about South Park, so I took the idea like, well, South Park is one of those cartoon shows where they take moments that actually happen in like daytime.
Yeah,
Basically,
they follow the news, so their jokes are always very relevant.
They didn't pull out a new episode every week.
Yeah.
So they take the relevant talent. They took Game of Thrones and they take iPad stuff.
their
They jump
jokes
up
aren't
like a couple
stale.
centuries.
There was that
Before they
episode
were.
about Minecraft.
Yeah.
They
Like
did
how
the
they came horses
whole
and
like
shit?
Yeah.
spiel thing with
I
the
give-
fucking Game of Thrones.
I give a really big credit to how much shit the creators of South Park have taken.
Like I watched.
No kidding, right?
They have a video showing how like a whole week of them
Brutal.
creating a video.
Yeah.
And they no one like all the animators are so tired they sleep in the offices and
Yeah,
they get up like
dude.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like they sleep like 2
And then
hours.
like imagine like okay, so the internet is a dick place. Everyone knows that. But I mean, imagine like the amount of just fucking death threats they get from soccer moms
And-
who are like,
Yeah.
I can't watch
Dude, there's
your
that one
show. And-
controversial episode where like they had Muhammad, but they had a bag over his head
yeah.
I mean, who?
because
who
they
gives
didn't
a
want to
shit?
show his face. Because like,
Who gives a shit? I mean, it was funny and it was relevant. Like,
yeah. And the funny thing is, nowhere in the Quran does it say, "Hey, don't draw Muhammad." Like, just don't do it. Like, there's nowhere in the. It's just a traditional thing that they've started.
I understand if it offends someone's religion or something like that, but South Park does that all. I mean, it's just a joke.
They don't give a fuck.
No,
They'll do
interview-
anything for laughs.
well, think about this. At the end of the day, it's all just a comedy.
Yeah.
They're not actually trying to offend you for anything you're doing or for your religion. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a comedy. And Brett, for fuck's sake, what are we like 5 minutes into the podcast?
Well, Cameron just got a sweet Snapchat of Brett's butt, so check that one out.
It's right at the end.
Yep, welcome to our life.
Welcome to.
Yeah. You can download the video.
I'll put a video on like a website and you guys
Check
can
out
go.
Brett's ass at.
No, mid.
Brettass.net.
Yep.
Someone make a URL for that website. Someone claim that right now.
Mid podcast, just before we start laughing, like Put the video in there.
It's
Yeah.
brettssexyass.com slash diarrhea.
Century.
No.
I stare into the business back. Like you fucking
That bitch just winked at you.
Oh, Jesus.
I would like to bring up Family Guy. Real quick.
yeah.
So I was talking about this earlier,
my ass?
and you guys are probably gonna hear me
Hold
say.
on. Okay. Seth MacFarlane's a cool dude.
He is a okay. He's a
He's
cool
I'll
guy.
give
one of
him
the
that.
coolest guys who is still old enough to make animations and not give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll give him that one. Now carry on to what you want to say.
Okay. I'm actually glad you brought that up because I honestly don't really think it's his fault that they're jokes or stuff. I mean, one of the he's the one animating the show and stuff. But imagine you can
Is he the
feel.
animator?
He's a voice actor.
at least
He
he used to
animated
be.
it for two. I think he animated a couple seasons.
I know he voice acted, but I
Or he
didn't know
voice
if he
acted.
Well,
animated.
okay, so now that they've got a huge budget, like it's
He animated
unbelievable.
the
And,
beginning of it,
like
pilot.
Yeah.
their jokes are still and whatnot, but I can kind of see that because like in the newer episodes, the newer seasons and stuff, you can feel the boardroom meeting where all the CEOs and the fucking higher ups are like, you're gonna keep doing. They like locked him in chains and said, keep fucking making this show.
Hey, remember when
We
Peter
want more
Griffin
money.
farted? Do that again. This
More money,
time,
more bitches.
make it a little juicier.
Like, I mean, I wonder if it's like Kojima, like he's been trying to get out of fucking like Metal Gear forever.
Probably.
Like, Kojima's for like the last 10 years, he's like, fuck, dude, I don't want to make another Metal Gear. Like, they're sucking all my talent.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, imagine being like a content creator like that, and then all of a sudden, like, kind of being forced into a contract where all like people are making the decisions for you, and you don't really have that creative freedom over your
Leffler,
own work
the
anymore.
podcast.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
No, I.
Someone make like a nice MS Paint title, like Minecraft style. Leffler, the punk.
No, and it's like really shitty, like
Minecraft,
Comic
the
Sans
movie.
and no.
God, make him a rare Pepe.
Well, I'm trying to be
But
like
it's Leffler
I'm
instead
trying
of
to be
Pepe.
as
Hello,
unbiased as
darkest
possible. Here.
my
Just
Like
make it like really white and like fat.
you like as
Put
much
a
as
wife beater on. That's an inside joke, ladies and
fuck
gentlemen.
you. That is an inside joke. I'll probably tell it later on a different podcast.
Don't. The internet will.
The internet will kill me. I'll wait till I'm like good
Married.
enough to.
Save it till marriage.
Okay.
That'll make it worse.
I know this is really off topic, but I just went, I got like a message, and it's about CNN. I got a fucking email from some reason, and there's a study that was just showing that what's shaking in Texas, and the study says gas activates the most likely cause of earthquakes.
You want to say that sentence with less stutters?
And
Gas is the most active factor
Yeah.
in earthquakes.
Like you're sucking all the gas out of the ground, and it's shifting because you're running out of
Fracking,
oil.
basically.
Yeah.
Fracking.
Do you think that's a possibility? Like I could see, like you're sucking something out that's pressuring together, and
yeah,
then it
I do.
drops.
Okay.
Like the pressure.
Right. I know this is off topic. I'm gonna.
Kind of like when you put like a bottle.
I'm
and
gonna
put,
touch
like, a
on this-
different
Kind
temperature.
of like when you're making love
I'm gonna touch
And
on
like
this
you
to
real
the
quick.
world.
There are okay.
Like you
So
sticky dick in there, and,
And
like,
then
it
it
bites
bleeds,
back,
and
'cause
you're
you know
like,
you got
Okay.
And there's still that aftershock.
Can I bring something up here?
the last
all-
nut bust.
All
Make it a movie. The last nut.
So make that MS Paint.
It's kind of like American Sniper, but
all
Or the
around
last man on
okay.
Earth. The last man to nut bust.
okay, this time enough.
all around the world,
Good.
there are places that people call like the gateway to hell. One of them, I want to say, was in Arizona.
It's the one where they found like that huge
They
like
found a
ground pit
huge
of
pocket
gas.
of methane gas, and someone lit it on fire, and it's still burning. And
To
this
this
was,
day.
what was it, like decades ago that they lit this thing on fire, and
I
that's how
think
big that
20
pocket
years
was.
ago.
Yeah, and
I'll look it up.
that's a lot of
The power of
fucking
the internet.
gas. Like,
Wow.
and if that gas were to be compressed, and I don't know science, fucking I'm stupid, but
Yeah, you are.
yeah, fuck you. But
I'm gonna do a quick review.
I feel like
real
it could
quick.
be
The door
possible,
to hell,
but
that's
don't
called.
take my word for that because I'm not smart.
Here's the thing. Here's a off-topic thing.
We were
Last
talking about
week-
animation.
Hey, let me just change the subject.
Software.
Again.
1971 is when they started burning it.
Damn.
Let me make
71.
It's like 40 years ago.
40 years.
Yeah.
Imagine how much gas.
Yeah,
we
that's
would
and
have
it's
to
still
bottle out of
burning
that.
to this day. That's a lot of fucking methane gas.
Like if they
It
could
smells
find
like
some
shit,
way to
too.
put that out, it'd be hella hard. But
You're
that's
saying,
so
dude,
much
hey,
gas.
Phoenix the podcast real quick. So last week I went to go see the movie Unfriended.
Oh god.
It's-
Spoilers. Flash
Is it
spoilers.
good?
Not
bad?
even really.
Spoiler alert.
It was a pretty good anti-bullying campaign.
Yeah.
It's
Not
pretty-
as good
Okay,
as that one
Hold on,
commercial.
Me and Phoenix were talking about Cameron, you were there. Me and Phoenix were talking about this. Phoenix said
No,
they should show that. Phoenix said they should show that to like middle schoolers.
I'm gonna go haunt your
because
Skype call.
because it would scare them into not bullying. I think that's a fucking terrible idea.
No,
How
but
is that?
you would actually
That is-
like do it to someone like
You
someone
will
actually
fucking
knows.
scar them, dude.
That's the point.
I know they're
Yeah, but
tougher
if they
now
don't-
than they were, but
No,
still.
if they don't bully, they're not gonna be
No,
scared.
okay, I don't like the idea of using fear tactics to get children to obey. Like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but
I'm more of a mutual respect person. Like, treat the
Which
fucking
one-
kid with respect, and they'll
Hold on.
they'll follow you.
Whether or not you feel about fear, which one is more effective in stopping bullying? This sad kid that's like, oh, I feel bad, or
Okay.
the I killed myself and I haunted your
yeah,
spooky
you're
Skype
right about
calls.
that, but I mean, at least there's a different way to do it other than showing them an R-rated horror film that will scar them for life. Damn it!
Yeah, but you gotta think about it.
Show them a movie about rape. That'll set the mood.
That doesn't even.
It'll be like,
it's close.
if you're bullied, it's gonna lead up to that. You don't want to be that.
you're
Unless you
gonna
got a
say
thing
something,
for
Cameron?
that.
Yeah,
like,
but the
You
bad
know what
part
we just
about
do?
showing it to the middle schoolers that they know it's a movie.
Yeah.
They have
Some
to
of
base
them.
it on someone that they know, like everyone generally knows.
Yeah,
What the hell was
That
that?
spooky
That
ghost.
was. Brett, you lock them out again.
They're talking about unfriended and they're trying to get on our Skype
No.
call.
I'll hook up the internet.
Dude, I was
I
like,
know we're not.
no one can say they weren't a dick as a child because at some point they were.
Oh
Children
no,
are-
I was never a
Children,
dick.
fuck you. Children are cruel, man. you're bullshitting me. I know you are.
I was a douche as a
Hey, can
kid.
someone help me with this? I think this pizza crust exploded.
Oh, God.
Mamma Mia!
We were making fucking homemade pizza.
Oh my God, it's the
Here, come on
spooky
back.
ghost.
All right.
Leffler and Phoenix, the podcast.
Leffler
They're
and
gonna go
Phoenix
fix their
podcast.
pizza.
No, okay.
pizza
I
stuff.
do want to get back on the original topic, which was the animation. Like, Family Guy. I don't know. It's. Phoenix, please.
Cameron, you're gay, and when you're editing this, I want you to know
Phoenix.
I love you.
Phoenix, please.
Okay.
All right.
Carry on.
No, but like, okay, so they,
Put 'em in
Cameron,
the
you
room.
have a phone and a computer. Go look up what is today. What is Family Guy's budget just for making an episode?
I'm pretty
Just
sure
for
like
the lulz.
20,000.
It's way more than that, dude.
20,000. That's way
That's
low.
way low.
The Walking Dead has 2 billion in it.
Wait, I thought you story?
Yeah, like on the the first couple, like I know the first
Go
couple seasons
look it up,
of
'cause
Game
I
of
don't-
Thrones was $1 million each episode.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
over that sometimes it's fucking ridiculous. It was first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones were good. Rest of it was shit.
Just look up some statistics so no one
Yeah,
was like,
yeah. You were wrong. Like, not to berate those people, but I mean, come on, man. You don't have to prove everyone wrong in every point
Like
of
the
your
comment-
fucking life.
Just imagine like the comments just you exclamation point you.
Estimated $1 million per episode.
Oh my god. See, that's a lot of fucking. And how?
What?
The one where I pulled out my ass and farted.
Oh my god. No.
From 1999 to 2015, 240 episodes, budget
So-
estimated $1 million.
Sleepy Cabin podcast. Go watch it. It's fucking awesome.
Sponsor.
How
No,
many
no, no, no.
sponsors have we made?
No fucking.
One.
Jeez. No
Converse.
sponsors. No sponsors.
Doctor Who.
No. Stop it. No,
We're gonna
seriously.
get sued.
Yeah. No.
Sponsor us.
They were talking about Family Guy, and that's kind of why we brought this whole thing up. But they were talking about how their budget is huge, and them being animators, they literally said that they draw for a living. That is what they do, and they said that almost all of them noticed that all of the animations for the new episodes are basically copy and pasted from the older episodes, just with like a higher quality animation. I'm sorry, damn it.
It always ends up to you ranting and us waiting.
You guys can interject your own thoughts anytime you want.
No way. I like to hear what
You want me
gotta
to
say.
interject my thoughts?
Don't.
Jet fuel doesn't build steel beams.
Okay.
Meaning not
Alright.
pushed in 9/11.
Hush.
Reddit, 4chan. Get
Hold on,
your fucking
hold on,
asses
hold
in
on.
here right now.
Jet fuel by itself may not fucking melt steel beams, but you have to consider the fact that it was confined to it. Like, the building was crumbling. There were small little pockets of fucking hot air. Probably, I don't know, fucking.
Plus,
but you
there
also
might
know
have been a
that-
gas.
thousands
There
of
might have been a
fucking
gas
degrees
system
from
running
jet
through, which
fuel,
would have.
damn
Let me
it.
tell you what actually happened.
But Leffler, the middle of the
Hold
buildings
on.
had a fireproof statue that had active
Well,
water sprinklers supposed to keep
Okay,
it
you
cool.
have to think that the
But they
building
busted.
already had a structural
Hey.
weakness from a fucking jet
Hey,
crashing
hey,
into
hey.
it.
Let me tell. Hey, hold on. Let me tell you this actual story.
Illuminati talks.
What did I?
No!
No. Hold on. When you're looking at the mic, You told him to come here. You told the mic to come towards you.
Brett, please. Brett.
You're my
Brett, don't do this again. Brett. Brett. Brett.
But anyway, let me tell you what actually happened. First plane hit, they're like, oh no, yeah. And the, second
And
one,
then second plane hit, and they're like, oh no. Oh no.
The second one, someone accidentally, out of their pockets, Don Queen, dropped his mixtape, and he threw it in hopes that maybe it would blow up the plane itself and he would save the world. One mixtape at a time.
Okay.
So he threw it, and it missed, and it hit the building. The mixtape was
And
too
his
hot.
rhymes were so hot they melted the beats.
Okay.
Now, if we can get back on topic!
What I see from that is like some black guy sitting there with like a cassette tape, just like on the top floor of the
Thrown
building.
out the
He's
window.
just standing there with his like afro waving in the wind.
And now we're all gonna be called
No.
racists too!
No.
Racism, the
He
podcast!
sees the plane coming, and he just like winds it up like a batter, or like a pitcher, and he throws it. It hits the plane stops midair and just falls while exploding.
No, not
It
mine.
lands on
Okay,
the people
okay.
below, and you just see him.
No, it's so hot that it disintegrated it. So now
Oh.
it's just kind of ashy.
Okay, you know about the new Assassin's Creed coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Assassin's
Victory,
Creed
right?
Victory?
Yeah, it's set in London.
It's
Victorian era.
actually titled Syndicate.
What the fuck?
According to leaked info. It was just announced.
What
on
happened
PC
to-
Gamer.
I thought there was gonna be one in like Victorian era
It is.
London.
It's still, but they released. They released.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be called
They changed
Victory.
it to Syndicate. Supposedly from leaked info.
Victory sounds dumb.
Yeah, I said don't. Well,
Wasn't it
it's
Victory?
a fucking pun.
But this is Assassin's
They
Creed
had a
Victory.
sense of humor.
But
Right
Assassin's
after
Creed
that.
Victory, it had to be the last one because being Victory, done the game.
Yeah.
But they did Syndicate.
Well, I think it was just a play on words from Victorian, but
Yeah.
go on.
They might have been drunk.
They might. Well,
A little buzzed at the office.
can we talk about Ubisoft and how they used to be cool and how they're total asshats now?
What do you mean?
Assassin's Creed.
What do I fucking mean?
Assassin's
Okay,
Creed
I
became
still
a new Call of Duty.
Okay, I'm never gonna pay you, but I still owe you $50 from when we bet. When
Why
you
did
said
you just bring that up?
I'm not
You
paying
sound
him.
such
I
an
swear to God.
$50 is what I owe you.
Boy.
No. Remember when we shook hands on a $50 bet? You bet that Unity was gonna be total shit. You were right. I was like, no, Unity's gonna be good. I was like, at least it's gonna be okay. It was shit.
It's an open world game.
It
but
was shit. Like I was really pissed. I played it, and for the first little while, I enjoyed it. But fuck
I
you.
guarantee it. I know Zelda's one of the best games.
On
Legend of
launch,
Zelda,
that
but
was
I think
the
the open world is going to destroy
Yeah.
the game.
It's
like,
already kind of an open world.
well,
like,
well, I mean,
Twilight Princess,
yeah,
like-
Ocarina.
It's like you have no motive to do the quest besides like, hey, I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, like,
you
all the
want-
Zelda games are open world, but like this one is set to where you like do different like things. It's not one straight storyline.
Yeah.
But I think like, this was kind of like Skyrim. You have a storyline and objectives to do.
Okay.
Exciting.
New Arkham coming out.
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. So
I think they pushed too much on the series.
okay,
Yeah.
no. They're actually being.
Oh, I just got a sweet topic.
Hold on. Let me finish this real
I'll
quick and I'll
bring
let you
it.
go.
I'll bring the heat.
All right. So first two games, Arkham Asylum, which was, in my opinion, story-wise and like just where it was focused, was very brilliant. That was probably the best one for me. Arkham City kind of lost focus a little bit, and then Arkham Origins, they dragged Joker on. Joker was like Batman's #1 enemy, but they dragged it on a little too fucking long. Like,
Didn't he die in?
He died in one.
okay,
He had a disease.
Origins.
No, I remember in like City there was like a DLC where he carries out Joker's body from like a theater.
No, that wasn't a
or some
DLC. That was the end of the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
He dies from the like fucking in the first
Spoiler
game. He
alert.
injects himself with type. Oh, sorry.
And then he becomes
Spoiler,
the
games
fucking
are
like
fucking old.
he becomes the fucking Bane.
And then in
asset.
the second game, that Titan like had side effects and he got very very sick
Yeah.
and poisoned Batman and fucking whatever. So the first two games, which were really good, were developed by Rocksteady. Third one, Origins, was not, and I think that's why they actually hired a new voice actor for the Joker because Mark Hamill, the guy who played Luke fucking Skywalker in Star Wars, also voiced Joker for the first two games. And he did a lot of other stuff too. It was crazy. And he quit after City because he said he didn't want to beat a dead horse. He was like, I don't want to drag this on for too long. So he quit. That's why they got a new voice actor for Origins. Plus, it wasn't developed by Rocksteady.
Exactly. Right at your point. Like people say, I'm done with the series
Yeah.
because it's going to drag too long. Taken 3. The actual actor, I can't remember his name, but the guy who
Liam
plays...
Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
He said, in quotes, at the end of the second movie, while in an interview, he says, I can't do a third movie. It'd be horrible because
The second movie was horrible.
I know, but he says, we can't make a third one because I'd be a terrible father for losing my daughter again.
Yeah.
And
Money
they make a
grab.
third one because they kill his wife and shit, and they take it out.
Yeah.
Here sounds like
Can I just...
what is it? John Wick.
Hold on.
They kill his dog.
Oh my
Hey,
god. John Wick.
Hold on.
Big hype for Payday 2.
Can we...
Shit fucking movie.
Can we...
It was fucking great. What are you talking about?
Like,
It's
it's
fucking
fucking make
lovely.
a point, damn it!
But okay, I'll cut you off real quick. Sorry, I'm taking the mic. I'll let you finish. But,
Alright.
but like
Phoenix
John
finish.
Wick, like
Let
it,
Phoenix
like,
start.
Nice to
I
meet
like
you,
it.
Kanye
It was
West.
a generic Keanu Reeves movie.
Did you
I know,
fucking
but, like-
bring up Kanye West?
No, I
Yes.
did.
What
no,
the
no,
fuck?
We're not on West. We on
Okay.
Wick, all right?
No, I brought it up because he's like,
Oh.
I'm gonna let you finish. I was like, nice to meet you, Kanye West.
But like the thing, like John Wick, there was no leaked anything. It just put boom, like it came out like, hey, this movie's coming out next month. Like there was no leaks. There was nothing about it. It's just like this movie's here. We
Okay.
made it. Watch it. It's
Like 95% of those leaks are planned
like,
anyways.
shoot 'em up.
Okay,
Save
okay.
girl movie.
Okay. Thing behind that is there was no hype for it to like live
To, like-
under. Like you know how things get hyped up so much
Yeah.
they suck.
Yeah.
Games.
This
Hype
is-
ruins games.
Destiny.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is like it
Yeah.
didn't have enough.
Destiny.
It didn't have enough hype, but it surpassed the hype that it did have.
Yeah.
Like a trailer for anything, like game, movie, needs to be short enough to like
Ooh,
keep your like,
Dude,
keep
right
your
now
info
I
good.
have 2 podcast bombs. First one.
Is my itchy ass.
Fuck off!
Shut
Shut
your
your
mouth.
mouth.
Which
No,
one?
seriously, let
Okay.
Phoenix bring this up. Like, he's
Oh,
moving on this.
hey, I got 2 bombs right now.
Drop one
Not
first.
metaphorically. Do you want 1 or 2?
Not metaphorically?
One or 2.
One for right now. And
One?
then
One. Just one for right
I
now.
got 2 words. Jared Leto, Joker. That's 3 words now.
The new Joker.
Oh shit! 3
Oh,
words.
Have you guys seen the
that.
Oh,
Joker?
is that
The new
like the
Suicide
crazy
Squad.
guy with the
Yeah.
tattoos?
The new Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto, the Joker.
Okay, so
He looks
wait,
like
wait.
the typical like
give me a. Okay, go on.
generic like
Have you actually guys
edgy
have you
teens
seen
would
what
find
he looks
him
like?
cool. Like
Have
you know what I
seen
mean?
Joker looks
Like
is
Yeah.
when he's going
He looks
through
like
his
a
phase.
gothic punk, don't give a fuck kind
No,
of kid.
give me a second to kind of touch on this. So, when The Dark Knight was first coming out, best Batman movie of all time, in my opinion.
I like his hair like that. He's
Uh,
all fucking messy.
I don't know.
My
Batman Forever was.
Fuck you! Don't ever bring up that movie. It was shit. Now,
was that the old one?
That was the
was-
one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Oh,
making,
it
like,
was
the
god
ice
awful.
jokes.
no. Okay, so
Ridiculous movie.
They need to bring back the Batmobile.
No. All right.
The
And
best
the
movies
bad,
back
like,
then, just the
tits.
best TV
Can I-
show. We had
I was making a point here.
tights, and that was good.
So when they were
Do you
first
remember, like,
releasing
the scene where, like,
information.
they're on the helicopter and Batman is like his legs get eaten by a shark and he's like, "Give me the shark repellent!" And like
The
he just
60s
like sprays in the shark.
the
just like,
60s
like,
Batman
legs like
live action show with Adam West. No, but so when they were releasing the information, like new trailers and stuff for The Dark Knight, everyone thought Heath Ledger, who is
Yeah.
my favorite actor of all time, was gonna be the shittiest Joker they'd ever seen.
Oh,
Turns
yeah.
out he was the best. Like, he is
And
widely
will always be
renowned
the best.
as the best impersonation of the Joker ever. And then he committed suicide because he was a method actor. He locked himself in a hotel room for a month, like isolated, just to like get the role.
Yeah.
And after that movie, he committed suicide because of that role. Because he was a method actor, like he took on that role.
You know what?
And-
You know that's how good your actor because
That's why he was my favorite, because he really got into it, but he got too far into
I
it.
just lost his fucking name. He's one of the best actors. Main character Titanic.
Michael J.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
There's a movie I can't remember. I've never seen it, but he was playing in a role where he was like some old guy and he sliced his hand open and kept.
Oh,
Oh
like,
yeah. It was the, like
Django.
yeah, Django Unchained.
yeah.
It was like he smashed his hand on the table and like
It
he
shattered.
broke a glass and
On
it shattered on his
accident.
hand. and,
Okay,
like,
yeah, that was him just being
Like,
angry,
yeah.
wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was not in the script at all.
That
but
wasn't
his
scripted.
hand
He was
bled,
just pissed.
rolled out
And
with
he
it.
rolled with it like he Some black guy wanted to like date his daughter.
He
He's
smeared it on
like,
a girl.
you ain't dating my daughter.
Yeah,
he
he
smeared
smeared it on
her
a girl's face, and she literally almost threw up. You could see her suppress the gag reflex.
And everyone was like,
you're
legitimately
shocked when you know you fucked up, but you keep
But
going.
you can
like
keep
it
rolling
doesn't
with it.
happen.
And
But,
like immediately after that scene was over, everyone stood up and applauded it. Like that
Here's-
should have been an.
Here is
Grammy
what I
on
wanted
the
to say about the
fucking
new
spot.
David Leto Joker. So, everyone's saying he's
That's
gonna be
only
the
one of my bombs.
he's saying he's gonna be the shittiest Joker ever. Give it time. Let the movie come out. Watch it. Don't listen to anybody else. Watch the movie. Form your own opinion.
I know if people are listening to this, they're listening to your opinion. So you just kind of shot
Well,
yourself
fuck!
down.
No.
Fuck you,
No, it's not my opinion. I'm saying,
fired.
I'm literally saying,
Yeah, I
don't
understand what
be
you're saying.
biased. Like, just wait for the movie to come out,
Yeah.
watch it, and make your own opinion on it. Like, seriously. But
Okay.
I
But
think
you got,
it is for a Batman movie. It is for a Suicide Squad, which is it's a squad of like villains in the DC universe, like comics, and they're all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're-
I know them.
But
You guys want me to light this second
Okay.
bomb?
But bomb number two.
Hold on, let me
No,
take a
hang
piss
on,
first.
I want to finish on this thing.
All right.
You gotta admit, Batman series is going too far into advanced. His suit is getting
It
way too
is
advanced.
okay. No,
He's
what,
turning into fucking Iron Man.
what I
think
no for the new
the
Batman.
Batman vs Superman movie should
They-
have been the end.
No.
Or ish. I
I mean,
like
because
Did you guys-
they're getting old.
They showed
Like-
full screenshot, his suit in screenshots, like front and back and everything. It actually is less advanced than in the Dark Knight movies. They simplified it to make it more like Batman and less like a military badass.
Yeah.
But hold on, before you drop that second bomb, I gotta go take a piss.
Or you could drop the bomb and then you could take a piss and then think about.
I'll say it loudly so you can hear it. Second bomb. Black Ops 3.
Oh, it's gonna be.
A little bit less.
All I'm gonna say is the last good Call of Duty game was Black Ops 1.
The last Call,
Yeah.
the best. I say the best Call of Duty.
Modern
franchise.
Warfare 3. Oh.
Okay,
I like Call of Duty Survival. I like
yeah,
that.
was
Call of Duty 3 was, Modern Warfare 3, it was good. I liked it.
It was pretty good. It was because they were stretched out the Modern Warfare series, but Modern Warfare 2 was one of the best games for Modern Warfare series, and War of the War.
I
was the
never
best
played
game.
Modern Warfare 2, but Call of Duty 4, I'd say was like the
First
prime, the
The Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
straight
shit
Modern
on me
Warfare.
out here. No, I'm kidding.
That was a great
Did
one.
you hear the bomb?
That was a fucking great
You
one.
Black
dropped
Ops
it?
3.
I wanted to.
Black
Black
Ops 3 was the
Ops
bomb.
3.
Black Ops
Oh, okay.
Little bit
The first
underwhelming. I
Modern
thought that
Warfare,
bomb was gonna
first
be
Modern
big.
Warfare, the Gilly in the Mist, that was
Oh,
the best
okay.
scene in
I
the
want to
whole
bring something up
franchise.
about Black Ops 3.
3. Best one.
Hey. Oh, good.
I want to
No,
bring
no.
something up about Black Ops 3.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to put my words with
Storyline,
something.
storyline ripped straight from Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Wait,
like
what?
that was
Which one?
the whole
Which one?
Black Ops 3.
Oh.
The whole where people
Oh.
are getting cybernetic enhancements and everyone's like prejudiced against them
Yeah,
for that.
like, did you
like,
see
it's the new racism. Like that was the whole storyline of Deus Ex.
Okay, on Twitter, like,
And Deus
Black,
Ex
Black
came
Ops
out
3.
years before Black Ops.
Black Ops 3 posted on Twitter, like, how far are you willing to go?
Yeah.
And then, like, the Deus Ex, like, development team, like, posted a response picture. It's like, someone looking at a monitor and they're just, you fucking serious?
Well,
Like, this is our game.
Yeah.
well,
What are you doing?
It's like, that's Human Revolution right there. Like,
Well,
that
no,
game
no.
is...
Human Revolution was better because he didn't. What's his?
Well,
Adam
Black Ops
Jensen.
3 hasn't come out, so
Jensen.
you don't know
Yes,
which one's
Jensen.
better.
He didn't ask for those cybernetic. He woke up. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, he did. He never asked for that shit. Like they just fucking did that to him.
Well, that was to save his life. And if I were him, I would have kept my life.
Like I'm guessing.
And his body, like, accepted the augmentations. Like,
No.
why not?
I do like
Yeah, but the thing
how
is,
they
when
tried.
you live long enough to think to go crazy.
Okay,
You don't need
I am
that
gonna
guy.
say this though, just so I'm not being like super one-sided here. The story of Deus Ex is not something super original. You know, people getting cybernetic enhancements and then being shit on for it because they're not human
Basically
anymore.
every
Like,
movie back
that is,
then.
they even bash on General Grievous in the. I know I shouldn't bring this up. The new trilogy or whatever, the first three, which kind of were shit. But as a kid, I like the action sequences. Like
what?
the new trilogy 1 through 3 for Star Wars.
Oh,
They weren't that great, but like there's one point when Obi-Wan like makes fun, or not makes fun, but like starts talking shit on General Grievous for being almost all like not living anymore.
Yeah.
All it is his
And-
brain and spinal cord.
Yeah, and like his heart thing, but
Half heart.
back on topic.
I only know Grievous from like the
What's
old, like,
the
Cartoon
Iron Man
Network
thing that he
the
has, like
animated
the
series?
arc?
the Clone Wars, like
Yeah.
The arc,
I only,
yeah,
he's got like 4 arms
Arc.
and whatever. He's got like a skull for a head or whatever.
No, but so I'm not gonna like go all out like saying like, oh, they ripped it straight from Deus Ex, because I mean the story of Deus Ex, like people shitting on other people because they got cybernetic hands, that's not something original.
Yeah.
So like I like how they did try to change it though. Instead of like, oh, I didn't ask for this shit, they're saying, how far are you willing to go to win? Like, how far are you willing to not be human anymore to win a war? Like, that was a very creative take on that. And so, I like to take both sides. I like to be as unbiased as possible, because
It's kind of like the movie Unfriended.
Shut the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because
Just drop it.
hidden, like the lost footage films are like
Bullshit.
aplenty, but they took a creative twist on it in a way.
All right, can I say something? I don't want to go too in depth, but I want to say just a little something about the new Avengers, Age of Ultron. So
I think they should have never made that. They should have left it the first one.
No. The first one was I like the first one. It was a really good movie.
It was.
I think I said this to
Sorry,
Phoenix.
I kicked you.
I said this to Phoenix. I feel like the fights, like in between, they had the story running and whatnot. They had to throw some fights in there. That's what it felt like. It felt like they had to throw some fights in there just to make it interesting. And the fights are literally like, Thor's like, you fucked with my rock or my hammer or whatever. I'm gonna beat the shit.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
know
beat
I go there? My rock, don't fuck with it.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of all of you now. Like
Oh, touch it!
I liked Age of Ultron more. I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for that, but I liked Age of Ultron more because the action sequences were there just to, like, they felt more
Entertain
warranted.
the audience.
They felt more warranted. They didn't feel like they were just thrown in there just to be entertaining. Like and the fight scenes aren't like super far and in between. There's one every like I don't know, 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So like you're constantly just at like not just as it's starting to get boring, because I never thought it was boring. That you get another action sequence. I say my
I
favorite.
smell those ranch jeeps.
There was
from here.
one problem.
Huh?
I smell those ranch jeeps from here.
There was a few problems. Like the CGI was kind of really obvious in the second one. I don't know why, but like the very first scene, it starts off with them beating the shit out of a bunch of just generic goons, and it's great. But
Like all the Terminators, like from the trailer.
no, they're just like people with like plasma weapons that are just they look like soldiers, and they're just beating the shit out of all of them. You can tell that every single moment in that whole intro sequence is CGI. You could see it. It's like that shitty. It wasn't super shitty. It was actually pretty good. You could just tell it wasn't as real as they could have made it.
Leffler the podcast.
I'm sorry.
I know this is like a little bit weird, but like you guys know anime, like
Yeah.
like there's like you got some story, you got some comic relief,
yeah.
and there's like serious fighting and shit.
Yeah.
I see like like manga is America's comic.
Yeah.
Is Japanese is America's comic, and American comics have fights like the Marvel and like DC universe and shit like that. And with manga, there's always comic relief, and then there's fighting like for like a couple episodes or so. That's exactly how I see comics are, and how I see comic movies.
Okay,
there's always
I was actually
funny
going
parts,
to say that.
Fillers and fights.
Thank you for saying
most
that.
movies.
No,
just
thank you for
comic
saying
relief.
that. Age of Ultron, like the first Avengers, felt more. They were trying to make it a movie, like something where you get super invested or whatever. And I wasn't super into that. Age of Ultron feels like a comic book movie. Like if you want to go there just to, it's still got good story. But if you want to go there for like good story that doesn't get in your face all the time or make you think too hard, because you're watching a movie. It's not like a game.
You don't want to sit there and think about the end
you
for
don't
about
wanna
20
sit there
minutes,
and
like
think
one of
about,
the
like,
Saw
what's-
movies.
like-
Like you're just like,
You
wait,
just want to watch it.
the fuck?
It's
What?
they've
Well,
got
somebody
real-
goes over-
they have a
what-
lot of comic relief, which is good. They have really good action sequences, like more interesting than the first one certainly, and then they have a story which isn't too in depth and makes you like think too hard, hurt your brain. The first one didn't.
Lord
but,
knows you don't want that to happen.
Hey, the first one didn't, but like it's just a really good balance of all of those points.
But,
And I want to say this real quick before you make your point, and then I'm done. They went out of their way, and this was really cool, to make the two weakest Avengers, Black Widow and Hawkeye, actually cool and badass. And not just that, but actually interesting.
But
That's true.
I'm gonna say like how this guy.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but
and
it's
stuff like that.
awesome.
But you have to admit that the Spider-Man movies, I could watch those instead of the other movies because
Yeah.
Except for
The third one.
Spider-Man 3 when Peter decides to go emo.
Third one was
the first two were the best because Peter Parker will always be the best Spider-Man. I don't give a fuck whoever says.
Two was my favorite.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man. You mean the actor will always be? Yeah, because you said Peter Pan will be the best.
I was thinking in my head, but like the actor who
What's
played
Spider-Man's least favorite brand of rice?
Uncle
Ben.
Uncle Ben.
Oh my god, fuck you.
I fucked it up. I'm sorry, I was gonna be pissed about that. But like the actor who played in the first two movies, he was the best one.
What was his fucking name?
I know.
It's a really easy name to remember.
Well, we can someone think of it, but like.
Liam Neeson.
No,
fuck
shut the
you.
fuck up.
But like, he's gonna be the best one, and those two movies had a lot of fucking story. Not a lot of
good
fighting.
action sequences.
Great action sequence.
Like there wasn't a
plenty
lot of them,
talking.
but they were really good.
There were fights where were planned out perfectly for the movie. Like, all right, sweet, we got a fight going.
Okay,
And then something like
the
that. It wasn't
second
like,
one-
oh, okay, here was another fight.
I liked the second one because they didn't have a lot of action sequences, but I do like the action sequences. But if they feel forced, or if they're really shitty, then I don't like them. They were kind of few and far between in both the first and the second movie, but they were good. And in the second one, Peter Parker is actually struggling with like the whole I have Mary Jane now, like I don't want to fucking go off and die or some shit and just leave her.
So do most stoners. I got Mary Jane now. I don't want to.
That's a knee slapper.
What a stoner joke.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Fuck you, no. Alright.
Fuck you, Roman! I'm not going bowling. I'm
Oh
going
god, this again.
No. Nico, let's go bowling. Fuck you, Roman!
Roman, it's 3 in the fucking morning. Seriously. No, but I'm trying not to spoil anything, but okay, this isn't a spoiler because it was in the ads all over the fucking place. The fight between Iron Man and Hulk, where Iron Man gets the whole Hulk Buster, best action sequence in the whole movie. It's just because it's got comic relief in there in the fight, in the middle of the fight, so it never gets too serious to the point where it feels awkward. Like it's always kind of funny, but
Like-
it's still very
Like
violent.
the big buff ass like Iron Man suit. Like,
Yeah, the Hulk Buster suit, which is fucking amazing.
Who won that fight?
Here's a question.
Iron Man.
Oh, should I spoil that? Because they didn't show the whole thing.
We'll put a warning in.
Spoiler warning.
Here's a good question.
Hold on, I want Leffler to answer my question.
Nobody won. There was the girl who whatever like.
Black Widow?
No. There's like 2 twins, and they got like not cybernetic. They got like enhancements or whatever. So the boy can run super fast, and his sister has like mind control powers, and she can like levitate shit. And so she mind controlled Bruce to be like, go rage on that city over there.
It's like the kids from The Incredibles. There's Dash and then the other girl.
No, except these kids were like went through trauma and shit, and that's why they got the whole.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally go watch The Incredibles?
Fuck you. No. But
Fuck
so
you.
she basically like Bruce Banner was like
The Hulk could be Mr. Incredible.
no, she basically like tricked him into thinking like I don't know raging, and there was a city nearby, and he just goes and fucks everyone. But so he's running around.
Literally,
No. He's running around destroying people.
They never animated the Hulk's dick, so he's like nothing.
The
there.
whole time Iron
It's
Man
just skin.
and Hulk are fighting.
The hole. It doesn't grow. It just sucks in.
Tony Stark is like trying to convince Bruce Banner that he's like that lady was like fucking with his mind because they know that she can do that, but Bruce didn't. So. I was trying to be serious,
but it's killed Brian.
Brett, go! You have asthma. Go fucking.
Did you guys hear what I said?
No.
Okay, so he said he's like no one's animated. They never animated Hulk's dick.
Yeah.
So I said when he grows, like his dick like shrinks and it does the same size, and then it's like a butthole. There's not a hole.
I'm gonna kill Brett.
He's dead on the floor.
Okay, I'll just finish up my thought real quick. What I was gonna say was nobody actually wins that fight. Eventually, the mind thing wears off, and Bruce realizes like, what the fuck did I kill all these people for? And yeah, so
Here's a question. Everyone's gonna answer this one.
okay.
Favorite movie of all time?
Ooh.
Give them a second to think about this.
Favorite movie of all time, like in general for like the public or just yourself?
That I've watched. I'm gonna go because
Favorite movie you watch?
Okay.
I know what it is. I got it already.
God, there's 2. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. I'll be first. I have 2.
I already know.
One,
What it is.
Pacific Rim.
Like the
I never saw that. Was it good?
It's
The
pretty good.
giant
It's not
robots
bad.
fight the giant aliens. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Second,
A lot of shit doesn't make sense in that movie, but who gives a shit? It's giant robots fighting giant aliens.
Real Steel.
Okay, Real
That
Steel
movie
is
is
up there.
amazing.
Real Steel's not my absolute favorite, but it is up there. Real Steel was a good fucking movie.
I haven't seen either of those movies.
Go watch Real Steel. It is fucking
I
amazing.
will go watch Real Steel.
Alright, so my absolute favorite of all time is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay,
I wouldn't say this is my
It's
favorite.
not my favorite movie. It's my favorite manga because I read that.
watch the.
Oh, yeah.
The manga's probably better, but watch the movie. It's fucking.
I have it on my hard drive.
It's
The
amazing.
movie's good. It's just not my type of action.
Like,
It
I
is.
like it because
I'm
they have,
super fucking nerdy.
They have the
like, it's-
realistic, you know, like real life video, and they also throw in some like cartoony, like
is-
like
it
game
is
style, old
the-
8-bit game style, which I love it. And they have a game too that makes you play the shit out of it.
Yeah, they have like an arcade style like side scrolling
Yeah,
beat 'em
I
up,
played
and
it on
it's
the level
fucking
arcade.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big movie guy. I got a lot.
Well,
of
apparently
choices.
not that big,
No.
'cause since you haven't watched Pacific Rim or Real
Well,
Steel.
those ones weren't in my interest.
Oh,
but
okay, so
I got a lot of bad boys here.
Alright, did everyone say their favorite movie?
Titanic.
hold on, I wanted to say one thing about.
Hold on, I'm gonna list off some
I
of
remember
mine.
that.
Go ahead.
I'll list off like
Where the Red Fern Grows is actually one of my
There
childhood
was a
favorites.
movie based
Yeah,
off
it was a
based off
movie.
that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw it. I read
Okay,
the book.
ready?
The book was good.
I'm about to drop this bomb. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This isn't in order, by the way. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the
Oh,
Lost
dude,
Ark.
Indiana Jones.
No.
Specifically when
Fuck
their
yeah.
faces are melted.
Jesus.
It's
I,
scarred
I thought
me,
I
but
was
it's
violent.
cool.
Yeah.
What was the newer one with the aliens that came out?
Fuck
Like-
that, dude. That was shit.
Hey, we don't-
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
Wrap that one up in a bottle, put it in there, and then...
Fucking incinerate it.
How about I just roll it up and smoke it?
Okay, Hot
But then
Rod.
it's in your system.
Never heard of it.
That's good.
Alright.
Hot Rod. And finally,
Cars.
Cars 2.
You made it
The agent one.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wild Hogs.
I love that movie.
It was a pretty good
I think
movie.
Phoenix
I
wanna continue with this.
I actually want
Yeah,
to do that
but
Eddie, when I get older.
Cars 2 is not my favorite.
It's like Cars 1 is.
Alright, so
Gotcha. I'll just
Mena always gets me.
I want to say like
I'll
one more
just skip
thing
those
about
three. Oh yeah.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Wrap it up? Okay.
You're not supposed to say wrap
I'm
it up.
sorry.
when he
Well,
does
we
that
gotta tell them when
after.
we're gonna fucking end it anyway, so no.
Well,
Are we approaching an hour?
What? No, we're like.
We're at
40?
42 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good estimation.
Go ahead and finish everything.
Alright. Well, I just want to say one more thing about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It was like the perfect,
Idea.
yeah, it was a really good idea. It was the perfect blend of like
Originality
realistic,
also.
Yeah,
realistic
no one else could do it.
shitty like midway through teenage years, like almost to adulthood kind of like because he's like 19 in the movie, right?
Yeah.
He's like 20-something, like early 20s.
I think he's 22.
Amazon.uk, what's the
He's kinda-
or CA. not
I mean, he
UK.
lives in a shitty apartment with his gay brother, and it's a really good mix of like real life, like shitty real life,
It's not
and
his
then
brother.
oh, is it his friend?
It's his roommate. He's gay.
His
Yeah.
roommate. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years.
And Scott like owns like nothing
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
and
he owns like a
that and like
Coke.
super
He did?
geeky,
Yeah.
like super geeky, like retro video games because I fucking love those.
Yeah.
And it was
Wasn't he played by?
it was just the
Jordan
perfect
Joseph
blend of all
or
that.
whatever?
I don't know. That's what I want to say.
Um,
If anyone wants
Scott?
That movie is just
Oscar
originality,
for
and
the
that's
guy.
what made it good.
So,
I mean, how many movies are kind of like Scott Pilgrim?
like, I'm glad
Not
they didn't make
many.
a second one or a sequel
Yeah,
or prequel
yeah.
or anything. You make one movie,
They
and
were
you
very-
make it good.
they were
you
very
make the
smart
best
about
movie
that.
you can. You invest all
'Cause
your money and all your writing.
as far as I
into
know,
it,
a lot of people
and
like that
leave
movie.
it.
Yeah, and they were smart to
Well, I wouldn't
not.
say that for all movies. Like
Well,
some
there's certain
sequels.
ones
are
Yeah,
better
yeah,
than
yeah.
others.
But they were
Yeah.
like Age of Ultron, in my
Yeah.
opinion anyway. They
But
were
they
very
still
smart
have
to
heart
leave
for
that
it.
movie though, because that movie ended off. I think my
Like, no.
favorite part in that whole movie is when he dies and has a second life,
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
and
He's so fucking
everyone's talking. He reverts back to like what 30 minutes before he died, and everyone's
which
talking.
one?
Scott Pilgrim
When
vs.
he
the World.
dies.
Oh no!
He- earlier in the movie, he gets like an extra life.
Were you thinking about Age of Ultron?
No.
Yeah, I was like, who died?
No. Earlier in,
It was
in the
Captain
movie,
America,
he gets like an
that
extra life,
juice
and you
suit,
don't
it
really
was-
think about it that much. But at the end of the movie, he like dies.
Yeah.
And spoilers, but this movie's like years old.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
2008.
Somewhere around there.
Whatever.
And he like reverts back to like 30 minutes before he died, and everyone is talking to him like they were like they would in a game, where they replay the same sequence over, and he's like confused as fuck. It's great.
Yeah. What I like about that part is that they actually took the ideas of what gamers actually do when they actually know what happened.
Yeah.
So they jump right through, like cut through, get over, they're like, oh, we lost the checkpoint, so we go back to the last save. That's exactly how I felt when I was watching it. Like, this is exactly how I play the game.
Exactly
if I just died right before a checkpoint, I have to go all the way back to the last save.
Okay. It's not really much of a game, but in Marketing 101, we have to take like a simulator.
Yeah, just send me a picture of that.
Yeah, and like, there's a, like, you have to do with like a stadium or a restaurant, you have to like manage every fucking thing in it. It's so bullshit.
I did that in my business
Complicated.
And like, you're supposed to like answer questions as you move on. Like, what you do is like, if you fuck up, you just like restart and you just when you're back. And
you should just go bankrupt.
There it is.
You install a clock on the wall that counts down to your bankruptcy.
You get a loan.
You see my toes?
And then you get a credit card, and then when you have to pay that credit card with that loan, you get another credit card, put it on that credit card.
Yeah.
And infinite.
That's where you choose.
Eventually they'll stop giving you credit cards because your credit score is so
Hey, shut up.
Different
Speaking of alone, let's leave this podcast alone and wrap it up. See you next time.
Good one. I'm gonna go sit in the fucking corner.
That was a good one.
That was
Thank
it.
you.
Alright.
Oh shit, my pants.
See you guys later.
Alright.
See ya.
Bye.
Have fun listening to us.
Goodbye, I love you.